Hi everyone, welcome to or back to my channel, MelCabeyVlogs. If you're new here, hey, my name is Mel. I'm an actor who lives in New York City. I'm also a freelance journalist, and I show all about what it is like to pursue all of your dreams in New York City. So make sure you subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, it's Tuesday, and we have an audition this morning. I'm cutting my headshot and resume together, so I'll tell you about it while I do that. So it is for Annie at Goodspeed, which Goodspeed is like the regional theater in the country. It's, if you work there, it's amazing. That is great. Annie is one of my favorite shows. I just love the music. It makes me cry, and I love shows with kids in it. As you know, I just love kids. So I'm excited. Also, the choreographer, she choreographed the most recent national tour, the one that had like a sit down at Madison Square Garden with Whoopi Goldberg. And I did audition for that, and I remember loving the choreography. So I'm curious to see if it'll be the same. I couldn't tell you what it was. That was like 3 years ago or 2 years ago I auditioned, but I just remember being like, oh, I loved it. Got cut though. But the choreographer herself was not there at that audition. It was like her associate running it, but today it says she should be there. And I'm excited because she actually choreographed some shows that I performed on Norwegian Cruise Line. And I never met her because basically how like cruise ship shows work is the choreographer choreographs it, and then she teaches people what that choreography is so that for years to come they can teach each new cast. So the choreographer themselves don't really work with the casts moving forward. But last year I went on a cruise for Norwegian for my writing job to review one of their new ships. And she was there because she choreographed one of the shows. So I got to talk to her, and I was like, hey, I used to perform for NCL. I've danced your choreography. This show was great, blah, blah, blah. And she was just really, really nice. So I'm excited to be in the room with her and actually learn a combo from her. I think that would be nice. And here we go. We're ready. Putting it in my book. I am late on the list. I'm like number 120. So we'll see what number I end up actually being. Okay, let's go to Pearl Studios, baby. So we went in a group of, I think 30 or 25, I can't remember. And then we did the combo, and then they made a cut, and I got kept. And then we did the combo again, and she wanted to see details. And then they kept 5 of us to sing, and I got kept. So I'm in a room, and I'm gonna warm up and figure out what song I'm singing. They want something funny, so I have to like make something funny. But I'm so excited because this is like such a big deal theater, and this is also one of my favorite shows. So I feel very excited that I got kept twice. Okay, the audition was great. I just woke up from a nap, if you can't tell. I have lines all over my body. Passed out. But yes, the audition was wonderful. It's so funny because sometimes when I'm like, I don't want to go, those are the times that I get kept. And the times where I'm like, yes, oh my God, up and at 'em. I'm ready for this audition. Let's kill it. That's when I get cut. Rude. But number one, just I feel very proud of myself to have made it past the 2 dance cuts and onto singing. For this theater. To me, the Goodspeed Theater is like Broadway. So I'm like, that's awesome. It went great. Felt good. It was super quick, but did it. Oh, I could tell you a little bit more about the dance call now that I can chat. The second group, and then we learned the combo and we danced it 2 at a time, which is also like not common. So that also clued me into be like, okay, they're actually looking. Because sometimes they're like 5 and you guys are going to do it once. And it's like, okay, well, they don't care. But 2 at a time, obviously that means they're taking the time to like see everyone dance. So I got kept. And then it was just a group of maybe 7 of us that got kept, 7 or 8, I would say. And then they had us do it again, and she just talked us through details. And she wanted to see us do it again, focusing on the details that she said she was looking for. Like certain parts, she was like, I want this section to feel more grounded, and I want this one, your focus to be on Annie. And the motivation of this movement is to excite Annie and invite her in. So she just like went through the combo. And then we just did it for her. And then she made another cut and then told those of us who were kept to sing. So, yeah, that felt really nice. And sang, and here we are. So, that's that. And then I have something big to update you guys on with my potential going to London for my master's. But I will do that later so that this isn't a freaking long monologue. Let's do some afternoon stuff. Now I'm going to update you on the grad school stuff. So, if you didn't see my vlog where I said that I might be moving to London, just to give you a little catch up, I applied to a multimedia journalism master's in London at the University of Westminster, and I got accepted, and I'm very excited. I still am not, despite what I'm about to tell you, I'm still not sure if I am going to go. I have a lot to figure out. I have to figure out scholarships and loans and see how I can manage that. But then also, I just learned something that really threw a wrench in all of the plans. So, one thing I was thinking about was, and one of the reasons why I applied in London was because that's where the West End is. I've always wanted to audition there, so I thought, oh, if I'm there for the masters, I can go to auditions every so often and like see what it's like and experience that. And then once you graduate from a master's, it's just a 1-year program. You can apply for a visa that allows you to stay in the country for 2 years, and you could work doing whatever you want. So it could definitely be possible that I could book a West End job, and that year in grad school could just be me like testing the waters. So I was researching that last night, and I was like, if I booked a West End job, could I, do it? Like, how does that work? Then I found out when you are on a student visa in the UK, you actually can't even be self-employed. So that would mean that I would have to turn off all of the monetization on my YouTube channel, Facebook. I'm about to hit 10K on TikTok and start making money there. So if I hit 10K by the time I went to grad school, I would have to turn it off. And then I wouldn't be able to continue any of the writing that I'm doing for the current publications because I'm freelance and it's self-employment. And I don't want to lose any of those either. So when I learned that, I was like, okay, well, 100% I can't do that. Like, I'm not giving up everything that I built on social media to then not get paid for doing it when I'm finally getting paid to do it. And then same with writing. Like, I can't, that's a big risk to just like put those aside for a year. And I just don't think that's worth it. And also I enjoy making YouTube videos and enjoy making content so much, but it takes so much time and energy. And if I was to do that in grad school, I would really want to be paid to be doing it. And it would just be hard, I think, to
motivate myself to make content when I'm over there if I'm not gonna get any money from it. So that's rough, and I need to figure this out. I emailed the admissions office. I'm gonna see what they say. My dad is doing some research. Kind of what I found is like nothing. So I really don't know. At this point, I'm like, I don't think it's gonna happen. And I'm really sad about that. So I don't know. But the only thing I found is there's a global talent visa, which basically you have to prove that you are like exceptional at, they have like categories of things, and I fit into a lot of those categories as well. And I'm like, well, which one do I do? I just don't know how to do any of it. And then also, if I get that visa, am I allowed to go to school? I'm literally sweating talking about this right now. So that's that update. Yeah, not looking good. But again, I'm just like going with the flow at this point. I just want the universe to like place me somewhere, because I'm feeling very like, I don't know. Wednesday. Okay, so having a nice coffee. I went to the gym around 9, did a stair stepper workout, arms, then I took a Pilates class, and now I'm wearing a normal outfit to kind of get myself in the mindset of working. I'm gonna try to write 1 article before I have a voice lesson at 1. And then gonna take a rest, and then 2 more articles. And then tonight I'm seeing The Devil Wears Prada 2 with my friend Caitlin. I'm so excited. Devil Wears Prada is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I'm stoked. And yeah, we just have to get a lot done. I'm about to hunker down right here for a little bit. Oh, also, I have not heard back from admissions for the master's program, where I emailed them and asked like, yo, what do I do about this visa situation? So I just emailed the head of the program as well to be like, can you help me? So just waiting for a response. I really don't know. I just got home from seeing The Devil Wears Prada 2. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I loved it. And it made me even more like fired up to become a journalist. Yeah. I'm back. You know, some of you might be wondering, Mel, do you still want to perform? Why are you talking about journalism all the time? Why are you trying to run away to a master's program? Here's the thing. I want to do it all. Okay? Okay? And one thing I was explaining to my voice teacher today was, I feel like for a while, I have had this big beach ball that has been my theater career. And I've been like bouncing it around. And the reality is there are not many places for that beach ball to go. That beach ball can't really like settle anywhere very often. And you know what I thought? What if I got some smaller balls and got to settle a little bit more? Put one down for a while. Pick it up, put the other one down. I don't know if any of this is making sense, but basically, in my mind, now we have journalism and media and all of that I love, and we have theater, and there's no reason why I have to stop everything for theater or vice versa, and I just want to do it all. My heart is still very much in theater, but I think looking at the reality of it, very few people get to hop show to show to show to show. And unfortunately, I'm not one of those people. It's not been happening for me. And I like to feel like I am productive and like I like to be doing things, and I think I have found a great satisfaction in like publishing articles and going on press trips and doing these things and then learning that I'm like good at it, and you know what? I can lean into that too. So that's where my mind is, in case you're wondering. I want to do it all, and you know what? Maybe one day I'm gonna be like Al Roker on the Today Show, and they're gonna be like, we're gonna put you in this Broadway show because everyone thinks you're great. And that's what's gonna happen. Who knows? Okay. Clearly I'm delusional at this point. I need to go to bed. It is Thursday, and I'm trying to be so productive today because I want to give myself an actual weekend where I can relax a little bit and also work on editing my novel, which I just like keep not having time to do. And I want to give myself the weekend to be able to do that and not feel guilty like I should be picking up more article opportunities to make money. So here's the plan. I already edited and posted a vlog. Now I have to I'm writing 2 articles today for Parade. One is packing for 7 days in Hawaii. One is packing for 7 days in the south of France. And when I do those articles, I have to physically pack and take pictures of them. So that's first on the agenda. Then we're gonna go to the gym, get a good workout in. Then we're gonna come back, put on normal people clothes, and I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and pretend that I'm clocking in to my writing job at Tasting Table, and I'm gonna force myself to write a whole article in one sitting. We'll see if it's possible. But those are the goals of the day. And we can do it. I believe in myself. First step, gotta get the ambiance. Look how cute this is. Average weather in the south of France for the summer. So I officially got word back from the university. It's University of Westminster, by the way. Basically, they were like, yeah, it sucks. There's not really other options for you. Sorry. So I guess officially I'm not going to go there for grad school. I'm not going to move to London. I don't know. It feels so weird because I was so excited and I felt like it was so possible. And although I was still unsure about it, I was getting like, okay, I can do this. And yeah, and then to find out, oh, it was never possible. I mean, it like I could go and I could stop all of my writing jobs. I could stop social media, but I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. That's not really worth it for me. So yeah, unless any of you somehow know a magical way I could go, if there's another option, if there's like a loophole, I don't know, let me know. You guys are really smart. I feel like a lot of times you guys tell me things and I'm like, what? So yeah, that's that. Sad little update. We're gonna turn this around and have a fun rest of the weekend. Okay, here's the tea for tonight. So if you remember my friend Josh, who owns Stage the Number, which is a class I take a lot, he's amazing. He has also helped create a theater company called New York Theater Company, and they produce and create off-Broadway shows. So he has just created this show called A Circuit, an immersive silent disco ballet, and it's in Brooklyn. And I was invited to go to the like press media showing for it. So that's where we're headed. We're gonna get like a first look, and I'm gonna vlog it for you guys so you guys can learn about it. I'm gonna make an Instagram reel, and I'm gonna write a news article for Parade about it, so covering it everywhere. And yeah, I'm so excited for him. It seems very, very cool. And This one?
Yes.
Oh, should we sit here? I can hear them in my ears. Them. So cool. Oh my god. I'll tell you more about it maybe when I'm sitting. I'm gonna go get dinner at this Vietnamese restaurant. But wow, highly recommend for anyone who lives in New York or is coming to New York. It's a really, really cool experience. So
that's what I'm saying. It's just not acceptable to say. Yeah.
I feel like I'm being like a tourist in my own city and I kind of love it. I went and had dinner by myself, had a drink, had some pho, and went and checked out a little store. It's called Fish's Eddy. They have a few locations, but they have like really unique glassware that is super cheap. And the train's coming. I broke one of my water glasses, so needed a new one. And yeah, now I'm gonna get the train home. But let me tell you about this show. So basically, it is a silent disco play. So you have the headphones and you hear there's a whole script going on. So while you're watching the performers, you can hear their internal thoughts, like what they're thinking when an interaction happens. But then there's also dialogue between them, and when that happens they mouth the words, so you know, like, oh, that's said out loud, oh, that was in her head. So there's a whole plot. It's really cool. And then the dancing was stunning, so gorgeous. Really, really loved it, really appreciated it. And I think overall it's just such a cool, immersive experience, especially in this area of the city. This is such a cool area to explore, and there are so many beautiful backdrops. So yeah, it was like, I would definitely recommend seeing it. I think especially for the summer, it's like a great activity to do. So I'll put the info in the bio. All right. Cute things I got at that store in Brooklyn yesterday. This cutie cup. Drinking out of like a real glass instead of like the plastic Broadway ones that I drink out of sometimes. It makes it feel so much more like you like live in a home. I don't know why. Do you agree? Okay, so it's Saturday and I'm going to tell you the events of the day. We're going to end the vlog having a nice little fun excursion. So I really want to work on editing my novel, which if you don't know, I wrote a novel and I have been very slowly going through the final edits. I worked with like a book editor slash doctor who really went through and like gave me what I need to do to get it published ready. So yeah, it's quite the journey. And the book is a novel, it's historical fiction, and it's based off of an unknown fact about Titanic. So we're gonna go downtown to the seaport today. There's a really cute bookstore there, and I'm gonna see if I could like write from there, see what the vibes are. There's also a Titanic memorial down there that I want to go to for some inspo, and then maybe just like hop to other coffee shops too. We're just gonna see where the day takes us. I think we're gonna take the ferry down because I live right near the East River Ferry on the Upper East Side, and it shoots straight down to Wall Street. And I feel like that would be fun. It's really not a nice day out, but
restaurant having steak and eggs. It is so good. I feel like a tourist. Okay, I'm heading back to the ferry now. I didn't realize on my way here that I could sit on the top. Even though it might start raining now, I want to sit on the top, so cute. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you for watching. It was a very eventful week. And we're just gonna keep on going. So I'll see you next week. Okay, mwah, bye.